Pisces soul family, what it do, you guys? It's your girl Empress 777 here today with a general love message from my Pisces gang. Hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guys, please give us exactly what we need to know for my Pisces sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Okay, these messages are general, guys, may or may not resonate. Okay, take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, what's up, y'all? Like, first of all, the energy feels fantastic. We do have a few little obstacles that we will touch on in a minute, but first, click that like button if you don't mind, okay? It helps the energy of this channel circulate around the platform. It helps people find us, and it helps our family grow, okay? So that's very beneficial, even though it seems extremely small. So if you don't mind, you know, click that, click. As well as a subscribe button, okay? If you're new here, what's up? All right, I'm an acquired taste. You can decide if I'm your flavor or not, okay? There's plenty of other platforms that do tarot, but I hope that you will give your girl a chance, take a look around. Those of you who have been here more than once, what you doing? Especially if you're not already subscribed, okay? If you are, what's up? You family, we family, okay? All right, so I'm done running my mouth, guys. Well, actually, one more thing, right? These are the announcements. I just want your opinion. I am thinking about bringing on another sign. Okay, so as you know, for those of you who are new here, you don't know, this is a predominantly Aquarian and Piscean channel. But I am kind of going back and forth in my mind, or I'm feeling a pull intuitively to add another sign along with Aquarius and Pisces. So I would love you all's opinion, because this is our channel, this is our platform, this is something that we have grown together, and I value your opinion. So please put down in the comments, if you don't mind, you know, if you have an opinion, of course, let me know what sign do you think I should add to the bunch, okay? And I will kind of take a consensus over the most requested sign, and then we'll go from there. All right, so we have just a small, well, should I call it small? It's quite impactful, in fact. It's just 3 cards out in reference to your pre-shuffle, but the energy is extremely magnetic, okay? And it is also very inspiring, is what I shall say, for me anyway. Now, everybody is not going to be inspired by this energy that you are possessing, because I feel like the energy that you are either already in or stepping into, take it how it resonates, right? Like, tarot is fluid, okay? So take that how it resonates. The energy that you are already currently in, or what you are getting ready to step into in the near future, next couple weeks, next couple months, may actually be offensive to some people, because it's going to put them in a position to not have either as much access to you, your resources, your bandwidth, your money, your body, your mind. There is one person in particular, or 2 is what they're saying, 1 to 2 people in particular, who are already feeling this energetic pull of power. So a power struggle. For there to be a power struggle, then that for me means that this definitely feels like someone who felt like they had some form of power over you, or your decisions, or your mind, or your feelings, or just they felt like they had some form of power. This is somebody who may have felt like they held on to this power for quite some time. So this shift and change that you are currently making is affecting everything for them, because they're not either able to manipulate you the same way, they're not able to get the same triggers or reactions or emotional responses, or responses at all for some of you, right? And it is very problematic, is what I feel. Here's why I love this energy for you, because I feel like your level of consciousness is ascending. For a lot of you, you've already gone through an awakening. But the first card out that we had was first house, right? So you have more than one awakening within a lifetime. I do feel like you are possibly experiencing another awakening. Awakenings are growing pains. That's how I describe them sometimes, because very painful instances, breakups, in situations or setbacks lead to some of the most abundant and fruitful awakenings. You know, ones that change the course and and trajectory of your life's path. This is how impactful this energy is feeling, okay? And it all has to do with you reclaiming this power that another person felt like they had over you. Now, I don't feel like you just relinquished your power, of course not, but I feel as though the level of consciousness in which you were vibrating at and the frequency in which you were vibrating at made it okay in that instance for that person to have that form of either control, power, or manipulation over you, because you were none the wiser. You couldn't really see beyond either their manipulations, their tactics, their lies, their finessing, right? This definitely gives me the energy of somebody who is a good talker, a smooth talker. They can make shit sound believable. They rock people to sleep, right? And make you feel real comfy, cozy, while in the background they're doing some funny shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's something about you stepping into your true identity, like your higher self, that is now putting this person in opposition with who you really are. I don't feel like they were actually dealing with who you really are, okay? Even if you met this person whilst after already having an awakening, you weren't done ascending. And I feel like your ascension is a continuous path, of course, but it does feel like you're getting ready to reach a pinnacle here very soon, or you already have. And this is why these individuals are having a problem with it, okay? They don't really like this inner strength that you have cultivated. They actually didn't even know that it was there. These are people who pegged you as a certain type of person. They already made up in their mind who they thought you were, who they think you are, who they feel you will be and always be. So when that starts to shift and change, people get either nervous, intimidated, scared, you know, self-conscious, you know, insecure, all of the things, right? Because of what you're doing. And it is because whatever power they felt that they had over you, or the relationship, or your decisions, your mind, your emotions, whatever this power is that they felt like they had, it was a great source of fuel for this person. It helped drive them. It's something that they actually used to define themselves. And now that that is gone, or the threat is there that might be missing or gone, it does feel like this person is having a very difficult time dealing with the new you. Okay, the new you is now discovering a higher level of consciousness, meaning you're seeing the world different. Like, you're seeing the world different. You're seeing your relationships different. You are seeing your pathway forward different. Your desires may be different. Your attractions may be different. It's just like a lot of changes, huge changes. And that doesn't eliminate people who are already currently in your life. They are also under evaluation. That's what it is. Your whole life is under evaluation right now, a microscope. So the people who are currently there, yes, they are all in danger. It's almost like you're doing an audit. An audit of your life is what I'm hearing, right? So everybody who is around and everybody who you are engaging with, and the relationships that you currently have, or the relationships that have already ended and are trying to make a resurgence, or people who are hanging on by a strand of hair, you know, just trying to stick around and stay around. Everybody is under evaluation right now, and everyone is in danger of being fired or promoted, right? Promotion and demotion. That's the type of shit that you're on. Very boss bitch, boss dude shit going on here. Okay? So it's almost as if this evaluation that you're taking over your life is you having a clearer vision of who you really are, what aligns with who you really are, and what makes sense in your life, and what the fuck doesn't. And that does put everything at stake here. Your job, your friends, your family, your relationships, right? Love connections, people that you're just talking to. Everybody is in danger at this time, right? And this is for the betterment of your progression. So I feel like you're finally getting a sense of, it's okay for me to be selfish sometimes, to figure out what the fuck is going on in my life, and removing things that no longer serve me for a good purpose, right? So before we move on, I am going to pull a little bit of tarot. I'm running my mouth. It's so odd. Something happened before I started this reading. I thought anyway, you know, I'm not running this, guys, okay? This is definitely the divine. This is spirit guided messages. divinely guided messages. I thought this was an Aquarius reading, and I was told very abruptly, okay, after the meditation, very abruptly, no, this is a Pisces reading. Don't F this up. Say exactly what we tell you to say, right? So I even feel like I'm on pins and needles, and I feel like this is how everybody in your life may currently be feeling. Now, I don't think that you are purposefully like going around with a machete waiting to pop people. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I feel like your energy is definitely illuminating and aerating someone who is not playing games, okay? And people are nervous. Everybody's on the chopping block. Anything in your life is on the chopping block. You are in such a powerful position now because you're not trying to hold on to nothing. Like nothing is defining you. Not material things, not relationships. Like anything can go. You are at that point. And that is the most powerful point to be, because I feel like you're right on the brink of that Empress Emperor energy. So very pre-Empress, pre-Emperor energy. For some of you, you may have already stepped over into the cycle of Emperor Empress. That's upper echelon. So that means there is no settling, okay? There is no being scared. Like, you know your power, okay? So now, before we move into our tarot and pulling more cards, we're going to do a little bit something different, okay? So just follow me. I see 11:11 on the timer, so this is definitely for you. If you're still here, especially if you're resonating. Let's have a little bit of a popcorn reading session, okay? Because we did have this card. This is from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck, okay? The Crow is what came out. And I like to read off what this card's essence and intentions are within this reading, because I feel like it's going to be double confirmation for everything that I've just stated, okay? And then we'll move on to the rest of the reading. So, the Crow is the keeper of universal law, okay? The law of truth. Crow teaches us to walk our talk, okay? To find congruence between who we say we are and who we really know ourselves to be. This winged one insists that we speak truth, that we create truth instead of searching for it, and that we bring truth to every situation we find ourselves in. And that is the essence of the energy that I feel for you, okay? This is why everything definitely is in danger of being cut if it's not up to par and if it's not up to standard, okay? You're no longer trying to confuse the universe about your manifestations and what you want. And in order to not confuse them, you know everything needs to be aligned, okay? It also goes on to say, when you speak the truth and practice the truth, eventually everything you say becomes true. Your power to co-create with the truth is the universal law. Correct what is untrue in your life without judgment. Let the truth set you free. Exactly, you see? So you definitely have your swords ready, all right? You're ready to cut whatever off, anybody off. There aren't any second chances. There is no benefit of the doubt. None of that shit exists in your universe right now. It doesn't. And lastly, it says, be true to your word. Crow arrives as we have convinced ourselves that we are doing it, that what we are doing is right and justified. And while this may be the case in the realm of relative truth, in the higher realm of absolute truth, it is not. Look deeply into your heart and remain alert, lest you convince yourself of something that isn't deeply true for you, or perhaps it's not the highest truth. Do not seduce yourself into illusions. And I feel as though that is the energy that you have been battling with more recently, or you will be. And this is why we've come to this crossroads in this relationship or these relationships. These are connections and relationships that you've had a struggle in your mind with about letting go, okay? But I feel like that struggle is getting ready to end with this stepping into your power card, okay? So let's grab a little bit of tarot here. These are definitely individuals for a good majority of you who will not be around in the next cycle, unfortunately. That doesn't mean that you have to cut them off completely, but they're definitely going to be redirected in your life. They will be demoted. For some of them, they will be fired. For others of them, their position in your life and just how much you pour into them and how much you engage with them is going to be changing drastically. So you're going to need to prepare yourself for the fallout, guys, okay? Because people don't like when you start changing for the better of yourself, especially if you're a giver, especially if you're always the one that people fall back on, always the one people want to talk to and call, right? Knight of Wands, you drop everything and you're there. You're very loyal. You drop it all. You'll drop anything, even if you're in the middle of something important for yourself that will help you grow. You will drop it. You won't pay a bill because you'll help somebody else out financially. It's definitely the energy of moving very quickly to saying yes, and saying yes to people and no to yourself. And now you're flipping that, and people are going to hate this shit. So just you be prepared. You be prepared. That doesn't mean that you don't do it though, okay? This is for your own ascension, your own awakening, your own abundance, especially if you've been waiting quite some time for a specific manifestation. This is necessary, okay? It's going to make you uncomfortable for some of you to have to say no to some people who may have been very loyal to you, but this is not about them, okay? Yeah, I feel like you don't give yourself enough grace is what they're saying. So what they mean by that is you will give people space to say no to you when you really need help or when you really need something. But you don't allot yourself that same grace to say no to people, okay? Even if you saying yes will be to the detriment of something in your life, right? Being short on a bill or not having something or having to miss an opportunity, or is something to that effect. Saying yes when you really want to say no. Being there for people when you know good and damn well if it was you who needed the help, would they be there? No. It's very hot and cold energy is what I'm feeling from the individuals that you were very loyal to, very helpful to, okay? You may have helped a lot of people reach their own goals, and now you're still the one working towards yours. This is why the divine is wanting you to focus on yourself and what you need and leave those people out, right? Exactly. See, this is about you building foundations. You can spin the block and come back for them eventually, the ones who deserve it, but for now you need to be fully focused on you. Yep, King of Swords. See, very head over heart energy, keeping it a buck, keeping it real. Unfortunately, if this is going to hurt some people's feelings, this is something that you're going to have to be okay with. You may have to curse some people out. You know what I'm saying? You may have to be very cold, detached, distant towards individuals who want to hold you back, talk down on you, make you feel guilty, that type of thing. See, the Justice in the reverse. These are definitely situations where you did not get your just due. Okay, you may have been left depleted, right? Left defeated, left rock bottom. For some of you, I'm definitely hearing a phrase like, damn, I'm always left to start over. You feel like you're always starting over. And this is the divine showing you how to bring justice to the situation, how to balance things out. You are going to have to relieve yourself for sure. Now, in reference to this love connection that I feel more specifically, it does feel like this was a connection that you moved towards rather quickly, or you either trusted this person too quickly in your own opinion. This person is now feeling as though you're on like a rampage to get back, you know, like revenge. I don't feel like you're being vengeful. I don't. I feel as though they're just not used to you not investing or seeing a reason to pour into or pour your seeds into something that you have not gotten a harvest out of. How many times you gonna put seeds into shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, come on. We only need a little bit of manure for things to grow. We don't need the whole shit to be manure. You know what I'm saying? And I feel as though after taking a good analysis over the people that you were pouring into, over what you have been putting your time into, your energy into, your money into, your thought processes into, right? The things that you have been pouring your resources into, what has it garnered me? Like where has it gotten me? Stuck, you know, sad, feeling guilty at times, unable to really move, unable to really sleep, working more than you would like to, worried, right? Anxiety. So I feel like all of that is getting ready to change. In the heart of this reading, we have the Wheel of Fortune, right? So that's all of those major changes that I was talking about in your initial like pre-shuffle reading, okay? Huge major changes in the foundations of who you are. And I feel like this is going to balance things out in your life. It's going to bring a lot of stability and growth. Yeah, see, look, the Judgment, right? You had a wake-up call. or you're either having a wake-up call. You're tired. You're tired of people turning their backs on you, on helping people out just for them to shit on you when you need help, right? Bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles. And I feel like this is where you are being led, okay? You don't even see this coming for a good majority of you. Ooh, Queen of Swords right under this 10 of Pentacles. So you're needing to pull out all the stops. Yes, still be diplomatic. You don't have to be rude, nasty, or vile towards people. You don't, but hold your ground, because I feel like people are still going to test you. You know what I'm saying? They may ask more than once. They may try to break you in a sense. All right. Get you to bend your boundaries for them. That will not go over well, and I do not suggest that they do that, okay? That is not the way to approach you anymore. But this individual or these individuals, they're going to have a really hard time understanding that you're not the same person. And they're also going to have a very hard time understanding what they need to place into this, what they need to place into this connection, or what seeds they need to plant in your mind. Manipulating thoughts. What thoughts can they plant in your mind to turn this around? Now, your success is definitely going to rub people the wrong way, because you are going to be very successful in whatever this is that you are going towards. Money looks fantastic. Love looks fantastic. It definitely feels like you're going to be given a connection that actually agrees with where you are aligning at right now. Equally yoked. That gives you the possibility to move forward and grow and expand at an acceptable rate, rather than being in these dead-end connections where you're continuously being led to build the foundation, pour into things, drop everything you're doing, you know, and it's just a great imbalance that you were dealing with in the past that does feel to me like it's about to change. So we have engagement. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. True love. Dang, true love fell on the floor. So whoever this person is, they're going to be pissed. Do you understand? This will definitely stress them out very greatly. This newer connection that you have coming in, okay? Wow. For some of you, I'm hearing intuitively, this is also a job, okay? So if you have been looking towards moving into a newer career or building a business, that will take off. It's going to be very, very successful, and it's going to be something that you truly love doing, because we have true love here, right? It's going to be something that you will be very committed to, that will only grow and expand. It won't even feel like work, is what they're saying. So we have reconciliation in the reverse, and that goes over this Wheel of Fortune card. Okay, soulmate at the bottom of the deck. Yes, it's a soulmate, okay? Let's just say that. It's a soulmate. There was love here. A great majority of what this relationship came to be was, you know, built on your back. Let's just be very honest, okay? The foundations of this connection was built on your back, all right? And this new level of consciousness, right? This new era of awakening that you are experiencing is allowing you to see that this might not be the truest connection for you. Isn't that what that Crow card was? That was the essence of the Crow card, deciding what is true to who you really are. You may have, even for some of you, started seeing different red flags that maybe weren't as apparent to you in the beginning, okay, in regards to this relationship and just the trajectory, how things have gone over time. Let's see here. Yeah, you may have at one point in time saw this as a connection that was true to who you were, and it was, but you're no longer vibrating at that same level anymore, okay? You have ascended, and this person has not, unfortunately, guys, okay? I'm keeping it a buck. It's a soulmate, but it is a soulmate who is not growing, okay? I don't care what kind of spiritual connection one is dealing with. If it doesn't align with where you're going, and where, especially if it doesn't align with where you are currently, then we can't make nothing shake. I mean, like, seriously, it's only going to bring you down. Let's see. Pull a few of these. See, empty stage. Yeah, I feel empty without you. You are the spotlight to my heart. So this is a person who relied on your light entirely for the entirety of their existence, right? Your spiritual light was one that fed this person. It was one that illuminated their own chakras. And without you, they are being met with darkness. So they do feel a sense of betrayal with your growth, okay? This person feels like you started growing spiritually, you started growing mentally, financially, in whatever ways you started expanding and elevating. This person views your growth, your expansion, as betrayal because you're leaving them behind. That's the real issue. And they may have also underestimated your power, okay? Underestimated your ability to evolve. We have tough beginning, okay? It's not going to be easy, but I'm willing to fight for our love. You see what I'm saying? And reconciliation in the reverse goes right between these two cards. This is somebody who is definitely fighting to still be a part of your life or still have access to the resources or the energy or the vibes that you provided for them, okay? They are definitely struggling very greatly without it, or they will be. Even if you haven't completely disconnected from this person, if I can feel the shifts and changes energetically, and I'm speaking to a collective, they can most certainly feel it on the highest level energetically, being someone who has engaged with you directly, okay? Specifically on a personal level, they can feel this, you guys. This is also why this person may feel like this is a tough stage for the connection, not quite realizing that you may have already made a decision to fully remove yourself from this. Because for some of you, that is the enlightening portion of your ascension journey, that, you know, even though this connection was fulfilling at one point in time, if you're real with yourself, okay, and the essence of that crow card, if you're real with yourself and real with the divine, okay, and honest about who you truthfully are as a person now, does this person fit? And for some of you, I don't know if that is the case. This may also be something that is causing you great grief and stress and guilt for some of you, right? Depending on how long you've been with this person. It's not like you want to hurt them. No, you don't want to hurt anybody. You just want to look out for yourself, right? And sometimes if you have created a situation where people have consistently been able to run over your boundaries, where people have consistently been able to come to you and get things out of you without any pushback or any, I'm not saying you didn't have any boundaries, but there are certain people that you allow to just hop the fence on your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And they're used to doing that. Then when you start to try and focus on yourself because you have noticed that that shit is not working, it has gotten you nowhere, right? To nowhere land, and you're now finally ready to step into your power and make some shit shake in your abundance and in your growth. People don't like that, right? They're creatures of habit. They want you to stay the way that you were. Do not change it. Don't change it up. And if you decide to change it up, even if it's for the health of your own mental space and for the growth and abundance in your own life, people will still feel like it's betrayal. For you to focus on yourself, for you to love on yourself, pour into yourself, work on yourself, only do for yourself, right? Especially if you've always been giving to them. Wow. Okay. Let's go over to the extended. I'm going to really dig in over there, okay? I want to take a look at the scope of things in its entirety. What might be some ulterior things being hidden under the surface with this person? Like, what ulterior motives do they have besides the fact that they feel empty without you, or they're not able to move? They feel stuck without your light, without your resources. They can't think, they can't eat, they can't sleep. They kind of want to know what you're doing and why you're behaving this way, and is it really over? Like, what are their ulterior motives behind this? Is it a selfish reason, right? That's what I want to know. I also want to see if there are any regrets, right? Does this person have any regrets? What karma is this person scheduled to face in the near future? just in case you're still engaging with them, because you will be in close proximity and you may get some residual effects of that karma. So we need to look at that. Let's see if they've made any changes. That's going to be very important for those of you who still feel this connection immensely and still want a stab at this, right? Let's see if they have made any significant changes. I also want to see what their next steps are going to be and their purest intentions for this connection. And then we will look at the best possible outcome, whether you decide to re-engage with this or go in the opposite direction. There's no judgment, of course. We will, of course, have new love. But first, I want to see what blockages might be hindering you from seeing red flags soon enough and properly, and how does Spirit suggest you remove these blockages. And then we're going to get right into your new love message, okay? What beautiful newer energies are approaching? What does your money look like as well? Because I feel that on a very deep level that the coinage is definitely getting ready to rain upon you, okay? I also want to know how will you know which newer energy is the right one for you to focus on? What's going to be a sign from Spirit for you to recognize the connection of your next spouse or your divine counterpart or the person that will help you progress in this next level of this awakening, okay? I also want to see what are the most attractive qualities about this person. What do you find the sexiest about them? What do they find the sexiest about you? All right, why are they single? Of course, according to them and their exes, all right? If there are any warnings that you need to know about that might prolong union, what are they? Let's also look at the chemistry between the two of you, okay? In and out of the bedroom, and then we will, of course, get advice from the divine in reference to how you can manifest the quality of life that you truly desire in the least amount of time. All right. And lastly, we will have an Ask the Universe read. I'll give you the floor, okay, to ask a couple questions, but I will have more directions over in the extended. Okay. So you don't want to miss this. Now, first, click that like button, as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. And I'm going to put the link for the extended down below in the description box. And I hope to see you over there. Let's cut up a little bit.